So that's how I came up with the name BetaTinz. I shared with a couple of friends around that time. They were like, this is your name, first of all, to Niger. I said, how would you name to Niger? I said, no, this name, I feel it. They say, many, like everybody that I, shared the name with, they did not like it. It's not a surprise to me that I'm in the media, because I used to always like information. Like I always know how to know the truth about what's trending or what's happening. Like even when I was in school, I used to be the one that used to always bring gist to my friends. Like I used to always have the latest information. I used to always know how to source and know the truth. Even when somebody said, I always know how to know that this person is speaking the truth or not. So I used to always know how to gather stories and then be congruent and deliver stories and stuff. So it has always been my thing. And then I started, I'm also very, very opinionated. Like I always have opinions about stuff. So my first dream was to have a TV show. But to have a TV show is difficult. Of course, there's production and all of that. It's very, very costly. So the easiest way out was blogging, because blogging is more affordable. You have access to the internet. So that's why I started with the blogging. But the first idea that came to my mind was TV show, because I love TV. Up to now, I watch TV a lot. People say they don't watch TV. I'm like, me, I watch TV. So when I'm at home, I'm always watching TV. So growing up, I used to watch TV a lot, and then I'll see all these TV shows, and I'll be fascinated. I remember watching Larry King live. Like that's my Larry King on CNN. He was the first media personality I really liked. I just like the way he used to interview celebrities or interview people, and then just bring out the truth in them. They'll be comfortable, and then they'll say stuff. I used to just like it. So I used to sit and watch these things, and then after that, now coming to the African scene. Watch African Magic, and I'll be seeing all the shows, and I'll not be seeing Cameroonian shows there, or I'll not be seeing Cameroonians in the space, and I'm like, what's happening? Is it that we cannot also be on this level, or what, So that's how I got fascinated with TV. So I told myself that, I have to have a TV show, because I want to be like, one of those people that brings Cameroon. When I watch this, I'm watching this TV and I'm seeing all these people, I want to also be able to see Cameroon on this kind of TV, on this kind of platforms. So that's how it used to fascinate me, and I was like, I need to have a TV show. But then because it was expensive, as I said, and when I was starting, I was in university, I could not run a TV show. So I said, okay, let me just start with blogging. And so that's how I started. I created my first blog on Blogspot. It was just fun. For me, it was just cool. I made a first post, and people really commented. I was like, I had like, I think it was 44 views. I was like, wow. I was like, 44 views. I remember the first post I made was about Wizkid. I'm a big fan of Wizkid. So at that day, it was hot on social media that period. Wizkid made a comment that back then he used to comment. Now he doesn't talk. When you call his name, you say anything, he will not respond. But then he used to respond. And somebody, I think he had like a night out, and then he came. I think he made a tweet and said, I had an hangover. And then somebody came and corrected it and said, you should go back to English. All this money, you cannot speak English. It is a hangover. So, and then he responded and said, broke people always think that they have an opinion. So it was trending on social media. So that was my first article. I made a post about it, and I was like, you know what? I don't even know why did the person not think that Wizkid could have made an error? It could have been a typo. He could have wanted to say, a hangover. He said, an hangover. Why does the person have to think that he doesn't know English, So I made that my first post, and I had like 43 views. I was happy. I said, these people can be listening, they can be reading me. So that's how I used to, when I was more 500, I'll go to the cyber, I'll go and make 1 or 2 posts. Back then it used to be mostly about Nigerian celebrities, American celebrities, because that's what was trending. That's when there was news. In the Cameroonian space, our media, our entertainment, showbiz, it was very, very timid. There was hardly anything happening. So that's how we started. It started like that, cyber and all of that. When I have my money, I'll go to the cyber, I blog. It was just fun for me. When I see people reading, it was cool. And then from there, I think like 2 years after I graduated, and then the job thing was not working. I was like, you know what, this is my blogging thing. Maybe I should make it professional. Because back then the name of the thing was Wine and Dine with the Stars.blogspot.com. The name was long. I was like, because my idea for my TV show was Wine and Dine with the Stars. So that's why I called the blog Wine and Dine with the Stars.blogs. So after like 2 years, I was like, what, let me make this thing professional. So, I started doing research, started reading. And I discovered that, that name is too long, first of all. So I have to get the name. And then I have to have my own brand name. So I was thinking that, okay, what name can I go with, you know? And then, you know, I'm a very positive person, and I was like, I really want to create a platform that's going to be spreading positivity, information, entertainment, but positive vibes, you know, like from a very positive perspective of things. So that's how I came up with the name BetaTinz. So when I had that name BetaTinz, like it just came to me like that inspiration. I shared with a couple of friends around that time. They were like, this is your name, first of all, to Niger. I said, how would you name to Niger? I said, no, this name, I feel it. They say, many, like everybody that I, you know, shared the name with, they did not like it. They were like, it's not going to work. I told them that, you know what, I feel this thing in my spirit. I'm going to go with this name. So that's how I went to BetaTinz, and then I changed it. I bought a domain name, betatinz.com, and then, you know, I started blogging. So basically, that's how we started, you know, from the blogging thing. I got into public relations. A friend of mine, and I still do public relations up to now. Not like I studied it, but a friend of mine was like, you know what, you know, we're having a conversation. He was an artist. He doesn't sing anymore, but then he was an artist. So he was like, you know, this our music industry is very young. We have people that are trying to do stuff. I think we should start, you know, but we don't have like professionals in different spheres. So he was like, no, you can do PR. I was like, what is PR? He said, public relations. You don't know? I said, I don't know. I went, I sat home and I Googled the thing. So that was cool. I said, okay, well, this is something I can do. So I started checking out, you know, reading about it, checking out public relations, people in Africa, in Cameroon. I found out a couple of people, started seeing how they're working. And that's how I started, you know, doing PR, doing the blogging thing. You know, before you knew it, in the beginning, of course, I was doing a lot of free stuff. You know, I would just blog, you know, Cameroonian artists, I would just blog their stuff for free. And then people started liking what I was doing. They're like, you know what, okay, come on, I have this song, can you please blog, you know? Before you know it, they start paying, okay, 5K, you know, 10K. Yeah, and that's how it started. And then with time, you know, I started having better deals, bigger deals after, you know, so, and things just got better. And then when I had the means, so when I could, I now created my own TV show, which is now called BetaTinz.